Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. We are here talking today with David Malinowski from Fine Arts Association. David, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thanks for having me, Thomas.
Yeah, you are the Roger and Ann Clapp Chair of Performing Arts. You are the artistic director also at FAA there, and you direct some of the shows, you produce all the shows, and for this one coming up that we see you rehearsing in the background, Alice in Danceland, you are directing, and I understand you co-wrote this show as well.
Correct. This was a brainchild of myself and my musical partner, Kyle Lorick, and our dance partner, Howard Washington, to create something brand new, a world premiere musical that we could create from the ground up. And that's what's so exciting about this project.
Talk about the theme a little bit, because it's so relevant to teens today. It couldn't be more timely.
Yeah, our Alice is different than in the books by Lewis Carroll. She's a senior in high school, getting ready to graduate within days. And everyone around her seems to have a plan. They have an internship lined up, or a job, or have been accepted to college. And she just doesn't have any of that. She's sort of lost and apathetic and has no ambition. So her inner artistic self ends up showing herself in a mirror and pulling her through to Danceland, where she meets the different inhabitants of Danceland, and through their guidance, teach Alice how to connect with her inner artistic self so that she can find her place in the world. So the kind of subtitle that we've been playing with is Find Yourself Through the Arts.
And of course, tickets are now available for Alice in Danceland. And also pretty soon you're going to have season tickets are available. And I for the whole season, I understand that's pretty important to you guys to get a group of patrons who are committed to the entire season.
Absolutely. That's our bread and butter. If we can grab those people that want to come to each one of our productions, even better. And this year especially, they're going to get a big discount on those season tickets when they go on sale in July for next season.
So talk about this season, because we just looked it over, and I'm actually blown away. You're picking some really, I want to say edgy, something outside the box. It looks really exciting.
It's super exciting for us. It's a little bit different for us. We're pushing the envelope a little bit. We're going to open the season with 13 the musical, which is going to be a youth production. We are a school after all, and we gear our programming to mostly 8 to 18-year-olds, although we do programming for all ages. But so we're going to start with 13 the musical. Then at the holiday season, we're going to do Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. We are doing the original version, even though there are 2 other versions floating out there. But yeah, I like the original, the one written for TV with Julie Andrews in 45. That was the best. Then in February, we come back with another youth production, which is The Jungle Book. However, this production is the non-musical, non-Disneyfied version. It's closer to the novel, and it's really a great adaptation. Then we're going to do The Diary of Anne Frank. It's a drama that I have wanted to do here for years and years, and it's just going to be super exciting to produce. And then finally, something really different for us, we're doing the classic rock opera, The Who's Tommy. So our season has a little bit for everyone.
Yeah, and some of these are productions you really don't get to see that often, if at all, or maybe you saw a touring Broadway production at some point, or you saw it on television in the late 60s or something,
Exactly.
Yeah, so good for you. And in addition to this, it blows my mind how many productions you guys put on at FAA throughout the year. You're going to have an entire season of concerts as well, right?
Absolutely. It's something we started this year, and we're going to continue it in some form or another. I'd like to highlight a couple of those. The big ones, finally, after 3 years, we have the Brass Band of the Western Reserve returning to our stage. This band is a 35-piece classic brass band that will just blow you away. It's unbelievable to hear them on our stage and in our space. And then the other concert that I want to highlight is our own Cliff Fabian, who teaches here, but many people know Cliff Fabian from his stints at Nighttown or at Nordstrom playing in the lobby. He has a quartet that he does a tribute to the music of Vince Gilardi. And that name might not be familiar to you, but the song Linus and Lucy from the Peanuts cartoons, all of the music from the Peanuts cartoons was written by Vince Gilardi. And Cliff has studied Vince for years and years and has a whole through line and thread to this concert. And it's really awesome.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, those are just a tip of the iceberg, because you're going to have more that will be announced throughout the year.
Absolutely.
And really throughout the entire year, like a very few other organizations in town, you guys cover it all between dance, visual arts, theater, music. It's sort of like, if you can dream it, you can be it kind of thing, right?
Absolutely. We are committed to having all of the arts under one roof. We are the place to come to create and discover beauty. We are a jewel in the crown that is Lake County. Anyone can come here. If you love to sing or dance, paint or draw, or want to learn how to play a musical instrument, you come to us and we will sign you up for a class or lessons. We also have a vibrant creative arts therapies program that actually is celebrating with their share day out in our lobby right now. So if you hear some banging of drums in the background, that's what that is. It's our creative arts therapies department has just blossomed over the years, and we have an excellent associate director of creative arts therapies, Anne-Marie Riddell, who is just phenomenal in programming all of these clients and these programs.
And that is so important these days, mental health and how the arts can engage with communities on that level, and provide therapy. So congratulations for all that. And congratulations on your 65th anniversary. It doesn't seem like that. I don't know why, but maybe just because every year you guys are more and more on the radar here in our region. But that's a long time.
It is. It is. Jim and Louise Savage had this dream, and in 1957, they created the Fine Arts Association, and we are growing and going strong for 65 years come August. And if any of you want to be a part of the fine arts or support us, we have an exciting way to do that. For the third year in a row, we are doing a virtual auction and 50-50 raffle. That's going to kick off on July 4th. It's called Race to Embrace the Arts. It's going to be a 3-lap race of online raffles and auctions, and you'll find all of that information on our website, which is also where you can get tickets for Alice In Danceland.
I was just going to mention they are available now. Alice In Danceland. Soon the season ticks. You get the 65th anniversary. CoolCleveland will be there to help you guys announce your concert season. The education programs are ongoing throughout the year. David, congratulations for all of this. And I'm so super excited about Alice In Danceland. This sounds so timely. And I know it's a masterwork and something straight from your heart. So thank you for all the hard work here.
Well, thank you, Thomas. That means a lot. And I just thank you for featuring us. I can't be more excited.
Well, what you're doing is the exciting part, David. We're just tagging along in your footsteps. Okay. So keep up the good work. Thanks for breaking out of rehearsal here. Get back to it, and we'll continue to stay in touch.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thank you. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland. Have a great week in CoolCleveland.